Hello everyone, I am Vishwatej from RedTeam for the project Automated Evaluation System. As our project has been completed, for this final video, we are going to discuss about our project completely in a glance. Firstly, coming to the project plan, that is, how the project is going to work. Here is the flowchart that describes how the project planning has been done. After the submitted work, that may be videos or documents that are done by the students, then the automated evaluation system working comes into picture. Firstly, an event is being set up by the admin, that is, with the start date and the end date, and with project name, and the evaluatee who is going to evaluate this project is being assigned by the admin. The students participating in this evaluation have to register by sending a request. Then, on the approval of the admin, an email is being sent to the evaluator to evaluate the particular project. After the evaluation is done, the evaluation is submitted to the admin with the comments and the charts and the averages that are automatically generated and sent to the admin. And on approval by the admin, these evaluations are being sent to the respective evaluatees. Then, coming to the project management tool. For this project, we have used Agile Fan as our project management tool. It is a very useful tool in planning for the project development. Coming to the Agile Fan working, it will be explained in the completely in the next phase. We have used many technologies in the development of the project like PHP for the logging functionality, that is for the admin and the users, JavaScript, HTML, CSS for designing the interface, and PHP MyAdmin as our database, and the Gmail accounts we have used for receiving the emails and by the admin and the evaluators, and spreadsheets for storing responses of the evaluators. I have scripts for communication between spreadsheets and forms, Google Forms for designing the evaluation form and use event setup forms. The automatic tasks that are being performed in this project are sending automatic email, that is for the evaluatees, creating charts automatically, that is to generate pie charts, bar charts and line charts after the evaluation is done to the evaluatee automatically, reflection of evaluation form, that is after the admin has assigned the evaluation project for evaluator, it is automatically reflected in the evaluation form. Disable after a particular time. This task is done after the end time of the evaluation is completed. The form is disabled and an error message is displayed if the evaluators try to evaluate after the deadline. Thank you.
Check particular event status by entering project name. Next, we can have a look over user operations. After entering username and password, user can log into the system, but here he or she should log in as user only. To access evaluation, when he or she chooses admin, he can't have accessibility. After entering into the system successfully, user is redirected to evaluation form, where user can fill fields and submit. The functionality of form will be explained by Rama. We are using backend as PHP MyAdmin. On the side, we can see 3 data tables: event, login, registration. Coming to login table, users in this table can log in into the system by using the usernames and password. Here, status denotes whether the user or admin accessing the system. Registered users' data will be stored here. After the approval of project owner, the data in this table copied to login table. After this task, only users can have access to the system. This is the code which we use it for text page. In this, we have been used CSS, HTML, JS for functionalities like fade in, fade out, loading duration, polygons, and some user interface tools. This is the code which we used for text page. In this, we have been using CSS, HTML, JS for functionalities like fade in, fade out, loading duration, polygons, and some user interface tools. With the help of inspector element functionality in browser, we can have look of source code used for example, when we click on join by using inspect element, it shows the JS class which is invoked. In addition to that, the entire data will be posted to another page called login.php where validation will be done here. By using Dropbox, by selecting admin, it redirects to admin page. By selecting user, it redirects to evaluation page. Coming to list.php, here data will be retrieved from registration page for the approval of admin. Here we have used PHP functions like MySQL connect, MySQL query, MySQL fetch array, MySQL close. Here we can see MySQL query, MySQL connect, MySQL fetch array, MySQL close. And also coming to add post.php, we are inserting data into login table. The remaining part will be explained by our teammate Rama.
Hi, I am Rama from RedTeam. Now I will let you have a walkthrough about Google Forms and associated functionalities that we have used as part of our automated evaluation system. Coming to the event setup form, this is the form which is available only for admin. Here the admin will be using this form to tracking availability name, availability email address, and availability project, and also with event start date and end date. When the admin or project owner done with this form, the response will be stored in the spreadsheet, and you can have a look at those availability names in the evaluation form where evaluators perform their evaluations. After project owner approving evaluations, which are done by evaluator, automatic triggering of charts will be sent to these email addresses. With the help of the setup event form, we can manage multiple events at a single time. Here, the end date field is used for expiration of evaluation form. After crossing the expiry date, the form will not be seen by the evaluator and an alert message will be shown on the screen. Now, let us look into this case with an working example. If the given date is December 5th, so that the evaluator can do evaluation on or before the due date, that is December 5th only. If the evaluator reaches beyond the duration, then he or she cannot have a chance to do evaluation, and the error message will be thrown on the screen stating that the deadline for the evaluation has been reached. Here comes the code for inclusion of evaluatee's name and project to the evaluation form after project owner has assigned an event. In addition to that, we also have restriction code to control the end date for evaluation form. To perform start date and end date and update the functional fruitfully, we also have been using triggers to automatically update the information. Here the here the triggers will check for the present date and given end date. If the present date is less than the given end date, then the form will open and do vice versa. Secondly, if the admin included any new evaluatee name and project, this trigger functionality automatically invokes whenever form is submitted. Now let us walk through a working example. In this case, we are not having details of evaluatee Rama and the project assigned as NoSQL. Now let us consider the project owner is setting up a new event, the evaluatee name Rama, including his email address and project name as NoSQL, by giving the start and end date as well. Now we can see this is showing because the expired date has changed. Evaluation form is created with all the required validations. For example, without entering the proper email address, we cannot proceed further. Proceed. Evaluation form is created with all the required validations. For example, without entering the correct email address, we cannot move further. Without entering the @ symbol and .com in the email, we cannot move further. The evaluators by this have no chance of proceeding to further fields for evaluation because of restriction. Before submitting, evaluator should satisfy all those validations. Next goes to the emails. Firstly, having a look over evaluator email after filling all the fields and after submitting the form successfully, email will be triggered automatically to their emails mentioned in the email address field. After filling all the form details, the evaluator has entered his email address and just click on the submit button so that the email will be generated to the evaluator saying that the response has been submitted successfully. Now, now let us see an example how this functionality works. After filling all the details and the form, if submitted successfully here, you can see the email sent to the evaluator with the project name also included. Now coming to the project owner mails, email will be triggered with the charts such as line and pie chart with the averages and comments when the end date is reached. Here is the interesting functionality is email also includes an approval button which the coming to the project owner's mails, email will be triggered with a chart such as pie chart and line chart of the averages and comments when the end date is reached. Here is the interesting thing that the email also includes the approval button which the project owner has to approve. After that, coming to the evaluatee's email, when project owner approves the email by clicking on the approval button, then automatically evaluation results will be sent. Here we can see the average charts of the evaluations that have been submitted. My teammate Vishwa will explain you about the references that we have used as part of our project. Thank you.
For this whole project, we have used some websites for our references in working with technologies. We would like to share with you some information regarding these websites. For learning Google Apps scripting, we have used two websites. One is developersgoogle.com and googleappscript.org. These are good websites with previous developed apps as examples to help in development. Each and every method in Google Apps Script is explained by this website of Google developers. This Google AppScript.org is being maintained by one of the Google developers, which is having examples of each and every functionality of Google App Scripting and is the working of this apps. As we are familiar with PHP and other technologies, with the reference of Google and YouTube videos, we have managed working with them. Coming to the project management tool, AgileFan. The official website called agilefan.com provides us with various useful information with the help of videos and support information, and also explains each and every tool in AgileFan. User guidance with the help of conversations with AgileFan team. We have developed our knowledge on AgileFan. Thanking you, RedTeam.